If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC25, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC25 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 6% using promo code Inception at checkout. Okay, guys, another year of FC25. Woke up in the morning today. Guys, we'll see if we do streams. We'll see if we do some streams. I don't really know what I'm going to do in the beginning because I probably have to grind. I think I have to grind moments first. Because I think the way that we're going to try out the game first, honestly, is to play a foot draft. So I think that's going to be like the main thing. I am, as a content creator, going to learn the new mechanics of the game, learn how the roles operate, all this kind of stuff, so that I can kind of make that sort of content. So for the first video, it's just going to be like bare bones, my thoughts on the gameplay from the initial games that I play. That's how we're just gonna go ahead and do it, right? So I'll build my ultimate team. I'm gonna do these moments. I don't need to show you guys about the moments because the moments is gonna be not something that you're gonna want to watch, right? And yeah, we'll just get into gameplay. I'll show you guys what the draft team looks like, and then we'll just go from there. Gee, look at that CD Santa Clara Source. Good. Let's go. The loan selections that they give you this year. These cards are so bad. I didn't even to do that. Well, he's there now. He's there now, bro. I chose Coleman, but all good. PSG for the first one. And then the second one. Look, it's just a bunch of like Portuguese FCs, eh? Well, I technically need one that's just white. Like that. Or the France one. The France one would be bad either. For the France one. I don't know if this will be like a Road to Glory account because I am going to be working on like 3 different accounts for the most part. I'm just going to see what I'm going to be doing with each, basically, right? So we're going to, it's when I do content, like it doesn't always make sense for me to continue to do a Road to Glory because all the effort it takes to make one episode, I could have made like more videos, you know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't make sense for me to like consistently do it. That's why I always stop at some point, you know, but we'll see. We'll see what the vibes are, man. We'll go with Chelsea, you know, Pedro Neto, Juan Felix, the homies. Oh, dude, that's so funny. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. So you guys remember my main account last year? I barely touched that account. I used it for content, I think up until a certain point, because you guys saw the team that I still had on that account. It was like a November squad or something. And then I never really played on it since that time period. So I think I still had like 400 FIFA points or FC points that have now transferred to this account. I think. Because I did have points on that account. I didn't use all of it. That's so funny. This is a founder's account, so it's actually pretty cool that I do get the founder stuff. I think you get the founder's evolution in this as well. I don't think if I play on PC, I don't think I'm gonna get that club member Evo. Yeah, so you get those stuff. So you would redeem that. Okay, cool. Nope. Messi loan? You're joking. W. Bro. What? Bro. Maybe this has to be the Road to Glory account. Bro, an inform pack in the beginning of the year is actually such a big deal. It's a huge deal. Like, you get so much coins from that. See, this is where it gets interesting, because you can kind of like look through the cards here and then look like, oh, who am I gonna add into evolutions? Like, look at Kwanzaa, right? Kwanzaa could be a guy that you can do, right? Danilo Pereira, we're gonna need for him to get a promo card. Bro, I always get super nervous when I drink coffee, man. Oh my goodness, I gotta stop drinking this, honestly. What else we got here? Okay, Kankovic. Yeah, that inform pull though, that was massive. That's actually such a big deal, dude. I don't know if I would actually do a first owner RTG, because I don't know, it'd be kind of annoying to work with in the beginning of the year, I think. I'll be doing the settings thing as well, but this is usually what I always use. It's co-op 13.3. Oh, it is the same here. What do I have to do for... well, yeah, I'm just doing moments right now, guys. Okay. So I'm just gonna go build a team and we'll try out our first games, man. All right, boys, first game. Oh, I forgot to show you guys a team. Honestly, the draft team we made was kind of crazy. Like, we made a pretty wild team. I had to change a couple of instructions because this team is not moving that well. Like, there's not really a lot of plays in the middle from the build-up play. Like, there's not really much going on. But it's not really the game. It's the formation, I think. This guy's a step over acceleration merchant, by the ways. There it is. There it is. Advanced forward seems to be one that like does consistently good attacking AI, by the way. It's like Diego Forlan's been cooking. I like that. I like that. The magnetization. I wish that's more consistent, bro. So, yeah, we definitely need to figure out the custom tactics situation. We definitely need to figure out the custom tactics situation with, like, the way that the player... I'll tell you guys this right now. The way that things are kind of, like, self-explanatory in regards to, like, the instructions and the tactics, they're very visible in-game, right? When I have certain players and I'm noticing that I'm not getting certain movements and I have to give those cards specific instructions, like to be the inside forward or whatever it is, they really do follow those things. So it's very interesting. Like, for instance, with this team, guys, what I changed, like, I don't like winger plus because this is a formation that has like one striker. And then like Sobosloy, I didn't really like that much, but when I put inside forward on Bailey, I was definitely getting movement. I didn't want to have two holding midfielders. It felt like I wanted the box-to-box with Enzo at the very least. Definitely one holding. The fullbacks, I just allow them. Like, you can't put specifically a stay back. They just have it at the bottom. Do you see that? Like, defending stays back and stuff, right? Like, that's just their base mechanic stuff. But winger plus for this formation, definitely not cutting it out for me. I have to see if I can somehow, like, because Elanga's horrible, but Bailey's actually pretty decent as, like, I guess, like, the cheaper alternative. But I don't think I can put an actual left mid because Johnson's not a left mid either. No. So I'll just have to work with basically what I have because I have no actual left mid other than Elanga. So I have to kind of like stick with that winger plus because you can do the inside forward, they just won't do it that well. Does that make sense? Like, so I'm gonna try like wing play with Sobosloy. No, I can't because Sobosloy as a cam is not cutting. Like, I'm seeing things right away, right? Like things that I want and don't want. I don't want him to be a half winger because he's acting like it in this formation, and I think in the situation that we're at, it doesn't make sense. Attack. No. This is very self-explanatory. It's really not that hard. Like, I'm not going to need time to figure out the roles. Like, maybe for a specific tactic, yes, but for the individual player, it's so easy to see the movements. I have to make him a playmaker, and then I just, like, he's not great at that, but it's what I have to do with him, you know? Stopper plus with Lucio. I mean, we could try that. It's so cool that they have all of these things now. Like, this is actually like a W, like, feature in the game. Like, it's like I thought it was all a gimmick. Like, because in the past they've done too many gimmicks, but like this stuff, it's very interesting, man. Now, be very mindful that this is only the ultimate edition of the game. We don't obviously have the full version out. So that's when people really have the game on the 27th. But so far from that last gameplay experience, the switching was fine. The defending sometimes still needs... There's certain ones that still need to be possession-based that I feel like are not. But I'll tell you this right now, it does feel better than FC24 by default. Like, it's noticeable changes right away, so that is a good thing. But comparing, like, garbage to bad is, like, whatever, right? The left stick responsiveness is like not bad. Like we don't have press proven plus and 99 dribbling anymore, and I don't feel like it's a nuisance at this point in the game, you know, which is good. What a goal. What a goal. See what I'm saying about the inside forward? Like right away, it's guys, for player reviews, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to play the game a bit to like really see how these cards move. Like I'm not gonna have to at all. Yeah, the switching with the right stick is actually like not bad. That was nice. You can see the play style working there. Nice goal. Foreline is really nice, by the way. It's like he's great. Yeah, the left stick is so much better now, guys. Nice. The response, like I hope, man, I hope I don't have to deal with inconsistent gameplay again. I really don't. Like the way it feels right now, if it felt like this all the time, like that's okay. Look at the left stick. Look with Foreline. Look at this. This is fine. It's very like edgy dribbling. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. Nice. Now we're kind of cooking a little bit. Again, it was just the instructions. Like I just had to see what the instructions were. It's gonna take a while to get used to. Not a while to get used to. I'm saying like with the tactics, not the gameplay side. Like I said, if I'm playing the game and what it feels like right now is what it feels like all the time, I would be okay with this. This guy's a sweat. I didn't play the game enough last year to like really remember all the time like someone could use manual goalkeeping. So that's my fault because that should have been a goal. But I'm just not used to that. So it's something I have to consider now. Yeah, the switching is not frustrating me like it was last year. It's still a little rough in some parts, but pretty decent. It's much better, man. Like the switching is way better. There it is. I think with manual goalkeeping this year, they get stuck there, right? So I think if they're in that general area, they can't move to the other side. So at least when I haven't green timed a strike yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you know what it is, man, is like if you manual goalkeep to one direction and I shoot to the other direction, the shot should be at like 100% accuracy, even if I don't green it. You know what I'm saying? Then you get me to a point where it's a more like acceptable mechanic, you know? He moved to the other direction, he stays there, you know? And you guys know, man, these guys that play the Ultimate Edition, they're gonna be that sweaty sweats, you know? Everyone wants some coins, bro. I like Bailey, man. Bailey, like, he's gonna be in a lot of people's cheap squads for sure. See, if I have inside forward there, I might actually get that run, you know? I like that I get rewarded for that. yes, yay! You see the magnetization? Holy, bro. Yo. This is very interesting. Oh, I didn't green that one, man. Nice, let's go. Guys, you're not going to hear me do the press proven plus thing anymore. I'll tell you that right now. I was so concerned about that for the new game, man. I really was. Bro, press proven plus must be crazy now, bro, if they can move like this. I'm saying if, because, again, it's early in the morning. I don't know what the gameplay's like in general, so. Look at that magnetization, bro. Oh, that was a crazy deflection. That was a crazy deflection. There is that new playstyle now, though, man, where it's like, I forget what it's called, but for the, or not playstyle, but roll or something that the goalie has, where, like, they can clear it out for, like, for it to go out of play in general, you know? Oh, that's a crazy deflection. Oh my goodness. That's disgusting. Hey, man. Happened for the both of us, right? So. Yeah, you need inside for it. Like, Alanga's been horrible. But again, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know that you could see the things right away. That's good. I actually get that. I get rewarded for manual defending there. See, that's the type of stuff you learn, right? Like, okay, I can't make that touch. I can't do that accelerated touch in that area to get the ball, you know? I like learning stuff like that. It's like, okay, what kind of touch can I do in those situations? That one should just be possession based. I don't like that you kick it out. I'm going to give him inside forward anyways. Even if he's not, like, crazy at it, the wing play I don't need. I don't need him to just stay out wide. It doesn't make sense. It's lucky, but we'll take it. The green timing there, by the ways, it felt okay to do. You know, it didn't feel like I had to, like, adjust to it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. Like I said, bro, Forlan's been cooking. Like, he's been cooking for me like crazy, to be honest with you. I think for the attackers, there might be, like, an instruction that forces them to attack more. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be more aggressive. Because they're kind of conservative a little bit. Oh, that was sick. He did that chip shot animation from the first time there. So I hope that's like a, oh, I have like a good finisher type of deal, and he scores that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the one that literally, look at the shot animation. It's like if he were to stick out his leg, he lifts the ball himself there. So that's really cool. That's not an animation that pops up a lot before when you did like regular strikes. So I really like that uh-oh. That was a bad decision by me because I actually did a pass there. I really like that the switching is not pissing me off, to be honest with you. See, it doesn't want you to do a pass like that unless the player actually has like the play style, the better passing stats. Like that makes sense to me. Like, okay, you don't want me to make that pass. I'm learning from that, right? That's a new animation. I think he actually pulled on my shirt. I think that's like the new thing in this game. It's nice. See, manual defending get rewarded. That's what I want to see, man. Yeah, I got rewarded for that. I saw that. I saw that. That's what I want to see, man. If I know what the person's going to do, I need to get rewarded for it. I think the game doesn't want you to do, like, those, like, mechanics that often, because, like, the responsiveness of it is, like, slower. It's like they want you to play football more. Like, I try to do an L1 croqueta there, and it takes a minute for him to want to do it, you know? Oh, nice. Nice. He actually goes around him. That's an animation that I like, man. Oh, no foul there? No way. Bro, Enzo Fernandez, like, this year actually might be nice, bro. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. He might be pretty decent. Last year he was very generic, but I think with, like I said, man, it's the roles I feel that difference with them, dude. See? You see what I'm saying with the player roles, bro? I'm telling you, man. You might even be able to choose like a balance where it's like it does the two of them. You know what I'm saying? Like a player that kind of like, because they're, again, each player has their own roles. You kind of learn how the roles work and then you just go from there, really. But yeah, no, we get our first draft win, which is fantastic. Really good stuff there. Really, really good stuff there. We might even get some good rewards. Oh, we get the worst one. We get the worst one. I think regardless, it's like, it's always like good coins to make, right? So let's see what we get here. Canadian center back. I don't know who this is. Female player, I think. By the way, guys, I don't care to know what a walkout is, or like what is a walkout, what isn't a walkout. I think you have to list and sell all this stuff, right? I have to check because I never really look into the guys. Like I said, I haven't played regular like FIFA on an account to grind out like in so long. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Center mid Argentina. Is this Enzo? We just talked about him. Ha, no way. Cool. Honestly, on a shadow, he can actually be decent. Because I think I didn't have any of the chemistry styles on the cards before. I don't even know what chemistry style he had during that draft. It couldn't have been a good one. So funny, though. Yeah, you use these cards. Oh, I just sent them to the club. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know if I'll go the first owner route. Because I'll get annoyed at not having like good players right away, to be honest with you. I think when I tried to do the Road to Glory first owner before, it was like during a time period where it's like it wasn't hard to get like good first owner cards. League One McDonald's, is that what it's called nowadays? No way. Anyways, I'm gonna send this all to the club because I think you have to sell. I think you have to sell everything, to be honest. If that's how that works. I will say you're definitely gonna feel like if you're using your team normally, guys, you're gonna feel your players feeling horrible. Like so, don't look into it too much with the players that are not that good. Okay, EA definitely wants to go to the direction of actually getting like really. Oh, he went to Besiktas. This guy used to play for Braga. They obviously want you to go in the direction of like getting the better players, because Forlan was significantly better than every single player that I had in that team. Bailey was good, and then obviously the back four. Like it's for you to do like normal things. Like it's true, but you're gonna need the good cards. So if you start off an RTG and your team is like obviously like not the craziest, you do have to take that into consideration. Total goals conceded 1. We did concede that deflection from the corner kick. So again, always a lot of variables to consider, because I don't think Ederson has the role of a. It's something with the goalkeepers where they like parry it out. I feel like Courtois will probably have it. Right? So if we go to Courtois and we go to his roles, Sweeper Keeper. He has a Sweeper Keeper plus plus, so we would have to see what the Sweeper Keeper does. But basically, like, again, you would go to the cards, you see their rolls, and you would go from there. I think Flippin should have information on the rolls, because that's going to be a huge thing in this game this year. But honestly, guys, good start. It's a good start, I think, man. I'm personally noticing mechanics that I wanted on a pretty consistent basis. Passes, like, in certain cases, because, again, don't judge your players right now, nor can I personally judge the gameplay because it's still early in the morning right now, like, fully. And the game's not fully out on the 27th. That's another variable to consider. But so far, I'm seeing impressive stuff that I noticed very early on, right? So we might be able to do the Road to Glory on the PlayStation account. I don't have to buy it on the PC. Well, that could be good, but I have to see later. You know, another thing to mention, guys, is that tactic videos this year is going to be very interesting, because if you guys see a Twitter post or a YouTube video and the guy does not talk about the player roles of that tactic, don't even listen to the video, because for this year's game, when you make a custom tactic, the player role is going to play a really huge part, unless you can just use the balance stuff. Like, there's gonna be a lot of different options, I think, for this year's game. Like, with the way that the players are generally moving and the way that the player roles make them move in specific ways, it's a very interesting thing. I think that's gonna be like a really big thing to look at when the game is initially released. Like, we're gonna try to figure out some beginner tactic stuff so that people can kind of get into the game and go from there. And that's something that we're gonna feel out, because right away I'm already seeing certain patterns of play that I want, but it's going to be very subjective, guys, because it's going to be very opinion based on how you want the players to move. Are you going to cross the ball? Are you not going to cross the ball? Like, it's all going to be relevant, man. Okay, so my 300 FIFA points from last year's pre-order that I transferred over to this year, we're going to use this. We're going to go ahead and use that. For the record, the draft that you're about to see was 300 or 400 FIFA points from the year before, when I didn't continue to play on the account, right? So it was just those FIFA points. I had the exact amount to be able to play the draft, so I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to use it for the RTG account. FIFA points from last year. I don't have the 4,600 FIFA points. It was just the 300 for the first draft, and that's it. So for people that are playing the game and they don't get any FIFA points, they're just buying the game normally, it's kind of helpful for that, because honestly, at my draft, I didn't really get anything. I got like maybe like 4K worth of stuff, which, I mean, it's still coins for sure, but just letting you know. Nice goal. A little run right there. Good stuff. Good. Guys, a sweat player locking and stuff. It's a bad giveaway by him there. We'll take it though. That new skill move is crazy, bro. Really crazy. Look at this. His own player is like, fell. Just falling themselves right there. That's crazy. Let's go. Good stuff, good stuff. Bro, this guy got Mbappe? No way, man. Oh my goodness, against the female players, they're cooked. There it is. Yeah, you gotta do that a lot, by the way, guys. You have to utilize a lot of the L1 taps. Like, I wish player locks wasn't a thing in this game. I don't like the inclusion of player locks, but like the L1 tabs to make them move from one side to another, like you got to do that, man, because like the attacking AI, like because they have those things in the game, like you need to be able to move it like that, open up space, right? Take it one direction, go the other. He has the trait, so we'll be able to score that. We'll be able to score that. Okay, let's see what we get for our rewards. Or the L English. By the way, if you don't see like the goals conceded, like sometimes I just don't comment because I base the edits off of audio. Yeah, the pack opening segment, not really worth showing. Didn't really get much, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't really get much. We conceded off of a counterattack. Gotta be honest with you guys, man. I think this game will always be bad because EA will never fix the inconsistent gameplay, personally. So, like, your players are just much more emphasized and heavy. Like, whatever the game is, they will just be more emphasized and heavy during the daytime. They will never fix that. And this is the ultimate edition of the game. So you can only imagine what it's like to play. Like I said, that's why I was talking about earlier this year, like potentially doing stuff on the PC instead, which with the hopes of it being better, not like with it guaranteed being better, obviously. But yeah, like I just got countered because my players just do a huge emphasis on the ball just from me using a left stick. I just want him to do a sharp touch, and then I can pass the ball right away. And he just pushes it so much, you know? It's kind of like in a way where it's like when the game feels like that, you have to like mentally switch what you're able to do when the game plays one way and what you're not able to do when the game plays another. So in that situation, you know, coming from the early morning where it's a little bit better, then later on in the day it's a little worse, I have to like switch my mindset to be like, okay, instead of being able to just in my head do a sharp touch because I'm not holding our trigger for an extra emphasis on the ball, right? I have to just go backwards to avoid the potential of him doing that emphasis that makes me lose the ball in that situation. Because in that area, I expect it to be sharp touch on the ball, no R trigger being activated, right? Because if it's R trigger, then it makes sense. But no R trigger, then I pass the ball right away, right? Because then with that emphasis being added to the ball, when you're asking for a command after it, it takes a long time and it's easier to lose the ball, right? And that's like the difference between the two. So when it feels like that, your mindset has to change to, okay, instead of me being able to do this, because it feels this way, I have to actually just go bottom right or to my right side entirely so that my body is blocking the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to like do that mental switch, if that makes sense. See, like this is a good example of someone that you sell for like 1,200, even though on the market she's like, what, 450? So you always have to check, man. I can maybe sell her for 1,200 depending on how lazy people are for SBCs, because some people who are opening packs, like they're gonna have these cards. Like this, she's minimum, so I might be able to do that maybe. Sanchez 1,000, I think. You can always check the lazies as well, right? Because you can wait for the player to sell 900, 950. I'm thinking like on this account, maybe start off with like a 50k squad, like I mentioned earlier, and then basically going from there, you know? We'll see though. We'll see what the vibes are. Yeah, see, when they cost a little bit more, it's worth checking, right? You could see 800. So I could probably go for like 700 on this card because every coin counts, right? We have to do the advanced SBCs too. I haven't done any of those. Right, a couple of cards here. These are, I'm pretty sure these are for like SBCs. That's why they cost a certain amount. Left stick responsiveness this year is definitely like better though. Like I can only imagine, like, is press proven plus, I'm pretty sure, is an actual playstyle in this game still. If it is, like, that's gonna be like a really, really big one to work with, honestly. Like, they definitely push the game like more and more towards meta, even with like the new roles system, right? Like, it'll be hard for you to change to different tactics if you don't have like specific roles. They always add those like sort of variables to the game to always make it so that people want more and more, right? But it makes sense. That's kind of like how it's always gonna in the game. People need to like not mind losing when they play this game. Like that's like the main thing, because people get like really stressed out. Honestly, like you just move on to the next one. My main issue with doing a lot of RTG stuff is I just don't agree with the way that the game modes are formatted. I think the game modes in this game are horrible. Honestly, I think the balance is really bad. FIFA has, or FC has, the most competitive game modes for a game that should not be pushed in the competitive direction. It's okay for you to have one competitive game mode, and then you have your other game mode that is like matchmaking from like division 10 to 6 and then 5 to 1. And then you can get like small, like divisions back in the day, right? Like, I don't know, 15K for division 1 or whatever it is, right? And having that open matchmaking, I always feel like that's the best balance you need to have in video games. So I do think that the devs that work on that specifically, I think they're idiots. They're idiots, and they're not because they want people to be in the menus more than anything, for sure. But having only sweaty modes is a little crazy, man, you know? Because I don't know what I'm going to do for reviews this year. Like, I definitely have to maintain lower. If I was playing normally and I get higher, like, they might release SBCs that are not going to be, like, as meta. You know what I'm saying? But they do that a lot. Where it's like, because, you know, you get into the higher divisions, it's just a bunch of people that have, like, really, really sick squads already. It gets a little bit more complicated. So it makes it extra sweaty. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to play with a team that's, like, not as crazy. Like, FIFA just seems like the type of game you play where it's like, yo, 7 matches and like your GGs, you know? It's at that point now. Like I said, the way that the game modes are formatted, a little cringier, right? I liked Elite Rivals last year and then like the last 2 or 3 months. If you gave me matchmaking and like that, then it would be okay, because it was like really open at that point, you know? But it's competent player, it's not horrible players, right? I don't want to face horrible players, that's boring. But yeah, having a balance like that would be very important. But we'll see. Like I said, guys, we'll make this into an RTG video. We'll see what the vibes are. I'm definitely not going to do first owner, because if I did first owner, I think it'd be too frustrating for me for the beginning of the year, especially. I think it's better to just buy a team that's like decent enough and then bang, you know? I wish I could just like mass open these so I don't have to like open packs that are like irrelevant. What objective am I not redeeming? I never know, you know, I never know. UT objectives. I don't know. Is it the same as last year where just player objectives, UT objectives? Oh, FC season. Oh, the season pass. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I got a bundle reward for this one. Oh, okay, so we actually get... Oh, you actually get 15k coins. That's good. That's actually very helpful. Because now I can actually build like a 50k team. Maybe even make a video for that too. Potentially. MLS players for the beginning. Who's the actual season pass at the end? I think it was Muriel. It has a card for a loan. And I think the last one is Muriel. Mostly pack rewards. An icon as well. A loan icon. Loan icon Bale. Adama is the last one. And then an evolution. Okay, cool. That was really bad. So where did my 15k coins go? Because it didn't get added to the club. Am I stupid? I definitely had 46 before, so I just redeemed the coins. Maybe it's coins for something else? I don't know. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. I guess not. Yeah, I don't have anything. Okay, guys, so for the Road to Glory account, we were able to accumulate 49k from both of the drafts. Technically speaking, if you... Because I had the 300 FIFA points, right? But if you have no FIFA points, I could have just gotten more from moments, right? Because that's like the main thing that you should grind through. You would just play moments to get that stuff, right? So let's play. You go to moments, right? And then from the store, you would go and retrieve a draft token, right? So you go to your seasonal, and you can receive another draft token. So you have 2 basically remaining. So do your moments and see if you can do well enough in the draft to get some really good packs. I didn't really get like crazy packs, and I still got a decent amount in coins, right? But from that, we were able to build this team right here. I took some inspiration from Red Lack for his team, but I did switch a few players here and there. The only thing that I don't like is I might have to switch maybe João Felix, to be honest, only because if I want to switch to a 4-2-2, and I would also have to change out Nunez actually too to be able to switch to a 4-2-2 if I want to. It's because I want the ability to switch from a 4-4-2 into a 4-2-2. So I'll have to see what I do with this. I might even switch this from Mateus to like Renato, maybe, if Renato has that position change. And he does. The Portuguese links are not enough for him, though. That's the thing. So it's Mateus, and I guess like if I maybe put Enzo in there, like as a cheaper alternative. 29 chemistry for that. Yeah, the reason why I'm saying this is because I would... Oh, that's why it's low, sorry. Oh, man, I was recording my monitor for this 442 that we're trying to review. Oh, my God, I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Whole game, bro. We won 4-1, but I was recording my monitor, so... No way I don't score that, man. Nice. Good strike, good strike. Bad mistake by him. This 4-4-2, I'm not really crazy about. Well, it's not that I can't be crazy about it. I don't really have all the roles really set. Oh my goodness. We have to use manual goalkeeping there. I don't really have the roles set up for it, and I think 4-2-2 that I found recently was a little bit better than this one. For me personally. Oh yeah, they're horrible. Like, they don't respond well to those situations, like, because I don't even have a shadow on them. Trust me, in drafts, like, they were getting everything. I'll take that. Renato. Yeah, so as I mentioned in the beginning of the episode, that's going to conclude the first episode of the RTG of what we've done so far. This is what the club looks like right now. I'm trying to figure out a way, and honestly, I might have to do like more moments to get more draft tokens, play the draft again, get coins that way, go from there. But I'm trying to build a team that is going to essentially... I need to be able to like rotate it, right? That's going to be the important thing to take a look at. A lot of these cards I can't rotate. Honestly, if João Felix had a cam position change, that would have been really helpful, because it all depends on the situation of the game as to like, you know, me changing the way that the team is, right? So yeah, this is the 50k squad as of right now. You can line this up in a 4-4-2 if that's the formation that you want to use. I haven't... 4-4-2, I could definitely make a tactic video for the starter ones for sure. But I don't think it's going to be a formation that I personally use a lot. I have to use some different ones to see what I'm really going to like, because all the different types of movements is going to be pretty important to work with, especially with player roles being like a really huge thing in this game too. So just experimenting with different things, right? So yeah, that'll conclude the episode this time. We'll see how this video does. I might turn this account into a content account. We'll just see. We'll see what the vibes are, okay? So for now, I will see you guys for the next video. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.